Hoosiers have lost family members to COVID-19. Here at WRTV, we are making the effort to share the stories of your loved ones, who they were, and the mark they left on people's lives. One Indiana family is mourning the loss of 3 of their own who died of COVID-19. A father and his parents died within weeks of each other because of this virus. Our Alyssa Donovan shares their story.
He had the best smile ever. People flocked to him. You couldn't be in a bad mood and be around Eddie.
Cheryl and Edward Carney knew each other when they were very young.
He was in my dad's Boy Scout troop a long time ago.
Losing touch over the years until one day they reconnected at church.
We just started talking and going on bike rides.
The two were married, Carney enjoying time working in his garden, raising his children and grandchildren, mushroom hunting and traveling.
Hawaii and Alaska was his favorite. I love the picture of, and he's in Alaska because he's got his Hawaiian hat on.
In December, Cheryl and Edward both tested positive for COVID-19.
I just felt like I had the flu, and he didn't have any symptoms at first.
But Carney's symptoms showed up quickly, and Cheryl believes were worsened due to his asthma.
His breathing he just couldn't get it under control.
By the first week of January, Carney was on a ventilator. Meanwhile, Cheryl learned her husband's parents had caught the virus too.
And I chose not to tell him because I didn't want him to worry about them. I wanted him to concentrate on getting better.
Carney's father passed away on January 14th, his mother a week later. Then Carney died on January 31st. He was just 63 years old.
I'm devastated. I lost my spouse and my best friend and my life. I mean, he was my whole life. But his sisters and my stepdaughters, not only did they lose their dad and their brother, they lost their grandparents and their parents.
But she's grateful there were loved ones to welcome him home when he passed.
And I'm sure he was so shocked and excited to see them when he arrived in heaven that they probably greeted him right there. He had the knack of cheering people up and making them feel better about life. I think that's what makes people remember him and love him so much. He was just loved by so many people.
I'm Alyssa Donovan, WRTV.
If you've lost someone close to you to COVID-19, connect with us. We want to share their story so that those taken from us are never forgotten. You can reach us at facesofcovid@wrtv.com.